What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Crypto Trade, aka Officer Games. And to my right, I have
Crypto E.
and y'all tuned in to the #1 crypto channel on YouTube. If not, we will be one day. All right, y'all. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the sudden crash that's been going on. I know a lot of you have probably been wondering what's been going on. If y'all have been paying attention to any type of news about cryptocurrency and the stock market, which y'all are going to learn in this video that they kind of intertwine with each other. So if y'all still locked in with us, stay tuned for the rest of this video, and let's get started. All right, y'all. So here recently, like I said, the crypto market has been seeing a drastic decline. There's been a lot of sell-off, which typically happens on the weekend. Usually, the way that you have to watch how crypto moves is you'll see certain sell-offs. Like from what I've learned so far in the crypto market and just seeing how it moves, you'll see a lot of sell-off during the weekend. So like Friday, like it'll be a big sell-off on Friday. I guess because a lot of people are doing stuff on the weekend, or you might see certain sell-offs during the holidays, like around Thanksgiving, Christmas time, New Year's, major holidays, you might see a sell-off then. And because, people aren't typically trading as much during the weekends or the holidays, they're pretty much just kind of hanging back, kind of relaxing, kind of chilling on it. But what I've learned recently is that the stock market has also been seeing a bit of a pullback as well because of the supposed tax rate hikes or whatever you call it. Not particularly sure how that goes on the stock market end of it, but the stock market does have a influence over the crypto market. Again, I'm not entirely sure how that works. I'm not really big on the stock market, but I'm going to be doing a lot more research trying to figure out how they correlate and how the stock market can also kind of kill the crypto market. Well, not kill it, but it'll also pull back the crypto market as well. But some kind of way they are intertwined in with each other. And that's a big reason of why the
I ain't know that.
yeah, so apparently and I don't know how it correlates. I don't know what it has to do with it, but like I say, it usually the biggest sell-off though, the real reason why people will see sell-offs is, like I said again, because of the weekends, because of the holidays or something like that. Now typically, once Monday hits, it'll shoot back up, and then people are FOMOing in again. It's kind of like a repeated cycle. So, and as you are in the crypto market long enough, you'll figure out that these cycles, they come just like the seasons. So you'll have a big.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I wasn't talking about that part. I was talking about how you said the stock market can affect the crypto market. I didn't know that because I'm actually got a little stock myself, but I didn't know it actually could even correlate with the crypto
Well,
side.
yeah, and this is the thing. So I'm not really 100% sure on that yet myself. Like I said, I'm still doing my research on that as well. I'm not 100% sure on how it correlates. What does the stock market typically have to do with the crash of the crypto market as well? But that does happen. So, like I said again, but a lot of times though, it's not always like that. The biggest sell-offs happen to crypto during the weekends. Now, I'm not sure if that's the same aspect for the crypto market, for the stock market, but you have to understand as well that even though we see these dips, or even though we see for one thing, in crypto, you have to always remember this. It's you'll hear it 100 times. It's always buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. When these assets are at a discount, that's when it's a perfect time to get in, especially if you've done your own due diligence. Again, this is not financial advice. We are not financial advisors, but I would always recommend to buy the dip, because usually when these cryptos go down, when they go down, like I say, they're at a discount. So that's when you move in. You go in. You first of all, you already picked your coin. You already done your research on it. I hope you go in and you say, okay, hey, it's down 25%. I've seen crypto drop as low as 30% at a time. But one thing you always have to remember: don't look at it as the market is crashing, or don't look at it as that cryptocurrency asset itself is actually going down, or it's actually about to get ready to be a rug pull, as they call it, or some sort of it's just going to crash and just fall off the table completely. Look at it as a discount, because, or not even at that. Don't look at it as that it's gonna go back up. Crypto is not gonna stay down. You know, it's just like the stock market. It's not going anywhere. So I would highly encourage people to make sure they just watch. I'm not saying watch all the time. I'm not saying be on your phone 24/7 and looking at it, but it's always a good idea to make sure you understand that number one, the crypto market is not going anywhere. So sell yourself that before you decide to say, okay, hey, crypto market is crashing. I really don't want to do this no more. I got in. It's just not working for me. I'm going to pull all my money out. That's the worst decision you could possibly make, because think about it like this. Let's say the crypto that you were invested in, let's say it did just fall off the table, and let's just say it went to zero. Again, highly, highly, highly unlikely that happens, but let's say it did happen. Okay, let's say you put $100 into that crypto. Well, you just lost $100. Now, let's say you put $100 in, it dropped 50%. It dropped 50%, so now, okay, you got $50 left. You lost $50. You pull that $50 out, you take your losses, you move on. Now, what if 2-3 weeks later, it jumps back up 100%, you know? So not only do you get that 50 back that you lost, it jumps up another 50. So it basically 1.5 x'd from where it was at that previous drop. So you basically messed yourself out of $50. So you got to think of it like that. So would you rather lose all that? Would you rather take the risk of pulling all your money out, knowing that the crypto market is going to recover? No one is going to recover unless it's just some kind of scam coin or something. Which again, you would know if it was a scam coin or not, because why? You did your research on it. You did your due diligence. Always remember to do your due diligence. But you did all that, you know, you did all the research. Like I say, it came back up. That was a coin you were really hyped about, and you had a reason to be. And it showed it. Number one, it showed you that you had a reason to be bullish about that coin. And number two, it showed you that, hey, it shot back up. It gained its value right back, because that's what crypto do. It's an up and down roller coaster. That's how it operates.
I made a mistake like that in the stock market. I put a lump sum amount of money in there. It went up. About a week later, it shot down. I was like, oh man, got discouraged. Took all my money out of there. I'll tell you about like a week and a half later, I'm talking about shot through the roof. And I myself put my money right back in there, but like I say, missed out a lot of money and just wasted a lot of time really making that one little mistake.
Exactly. And so you always have to remember, and that's a good point. That's a damn good point actually. And you always have to remember. So, and like Crypto E just said, you know, hey, even in the stock market, it can happen. Now, I haven't had any experience in the stock market. I've never personally been in the stock market. I don't have any stock as of right now. And I've been thinking about getting into some, but that's going to be for another video. But that was a good point. You going to lose money, and you going to be kicking yourself in your ass when it shoots back up and you just lost $100, $200, $300. I mean, you're going to feel worse about knowing that later on, rather than you saying, oh man, I just lost $50. Let me pull this out. Let me save my other 50. Well, either way it go, you lost money. But instead of losing that $50, you lost $150 in reality, because it went back up. So it's like you lost $150 rather than $50. So you got to kind of think of it like that. So like I said, I always encourage people to, like I said again, do your due diligence, do your research, watch the market, learn the market. Because see, an amateur will go in thinking, okay, first of all, never follow the hype. I think I said this in a couple of videos back. Don't ever go into the hype, because that'll get you messed off every time. Don't ever follow people. When you hear about a coin, let's take Shiba Inu, for example. Shiba Inu, I remember because Shiba Inu came out shortly after Dogecoin. And I remember Dogecoin in itself was a hype coin as well. Dogecoin is actually, I mean, it's rebounding, it's not going anywhere, but Shiba Inu is a prime example of following the hype of a coin. I had some Shiba Inu. I still hold Shiba Inu, but and I'm glad I pulled out when I did. Shiba Inu had went up tremendously. I mean, out of nowhere, Shiba Inu pumped in like 72 hours. Shiba Inu pumped, and it made a lot of people money. Hell, it made people millionaires, believe it or not. And as soon as it got to the top of where it was gonna get, it crashed. I mean, it just completely plummeted. It plummeted. You know, Shiba Inu, true enough, was a good investment at that time, and it still is a good investment. Shiba Inu now is getting more utility behind it. It's also finna be entering the metaverse space. They're actually coming out with metaverse utility. So Shiba Inu, from what I know, is gonna be in the metaverse. It's gonna have something to do with the metaverse. I'm still doing my research on that, but it's gonna be involved in the metaverse, which is gonna in turn give Shiba Inu some utility to give it more value. And it's just they're trying to get away from that meme coin aspect. But yeah, that was a good example. And like I say, so you don't want that to happen. You know, you never want that to happen. You always want to do your due diligence. You always want to make sure that you are watching the market. Don't get discouraged. If you truly believe in a project, number one, you're not going to back out of it anyway. I mean, if you did all you could possibly do, if it goes down, if it has some pullback, that's fine. That's completely normal. Those of you that are thinking about getting into the crypto market, you are going to see a lot of situations like that where this crypto market just, because since I've been in it, and like I said, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've been in it forever or I'm some kind of guru on it, but I have seen where it has done a couple of pullbacks, and I'm not going to lie to you, I kind of, even me, as bullish as I am on crypto in this point in time, especially with all this stuff going on, I was even like, okay, man, maybe I should go ahead and count my losses and get up out of this. But I stayed true to the reason why I invested in the first place, and you know everything turned out to be all right. I actually came back up off those particular coins that actually saw some pullback. So just keep that in mind, huh?
So I ain't felt that like in the crypto market yet. Like I said, I'm just a few months in, but I definitely feel like that messing with the stocks, definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, just have to always remember that. Just don't ever panic sell, because that's what that is called when you just pull everything out, you count your losses, go on about your business, you panic sold, and then you don't ever, and that's another thing. Once you panic sell, think about this. Once you panic sell, and I think you said you did this with the stock when you saw it jump back up. What you do? Oh, I had to get back in it.
Throw your money right back in there.
And you study. You're not making any money like that.
You're not making nothing back.
You're not making nothing because you number one, and you never buy at the top. Crypto or stock, you never buy when it's shooting up. You don't buy at the top. Because as soon as it comes back down, that's where that mindset comes in, where I have to sell everything. So people are doing it ass backwards. You buy at the top and sell at the bottom. No, you sell at you buy at the bottom and you sell at the top. You always want to take profit. So if you do any selling, it's at the top. It's when it's spiking. It's when it's peaking. It makes no sense. It doesn't logically make any sense to sell at the bottom and just automatically you never give yourself a chance like that. You never ever give yourself a chance if you trade like that. So always remember, when it's up here, like I said again, you sell. That's when you sell. If you want to do any sell, take any profits, that's fine. You take your profits, but you always do it at the top. You never do it at the bottom, because eventually when stock or crypto goes down, it's going to eventually go back up. Those are two things that are not going to go anywhere. And crypto, I'm telling you, in the next 5 to 10 years, is going to be so it's gonna be so relevant that people are not gonna have any choice but to mess with it. It's gonna be, I really see it as being a part of day-to-day everything, especially on the internet. The internet is gonna do the internet. Number one, it's internet. It's all internet currency. So number one, the internet isn't gonna do anything but get stronger. Like I said, you got the metaverse that's just really coming out. You got these NFTs that correlate with the metaverse. I mean, the internet is about to go big, like especially as far as boosting up these NFTs, these cryptocurrencies, these metaverse coins. I mean, it's so much to take in, but it's all gonna be so relevant.
Everything's going digital. It's all gonna be digital here.
Yeah, it's
in the near future.
Yeah, everything in the near future is definitely going, and that's what we're trying to get people to understand. If you don't take advantage of it now. If you don't take advantage of it now, I'll even say 3 to 5 years down the road. 3 to 5 years, I won't even say 10. I'm gonna say 3 to 5 years down the road. If you don't take advantage of it now, you're gonna be left right behind with everybody else that are still living in that time. So just when you see the market the way it is, don't panic. Hold dollar cost average. And what I mean by dollar cost average, and I'm not saying put all your money in at once. Dollar cost average is you taking a little bit of your money at a time and putting it in. You buying dip by dip by dip. Every little dip is going this, it's doing this, doing this. It's going down, but it's steadily climbing. That's where you dollar cost average in. That's how you make the most on your return. That's how you make the most out of your gains. So, I mean, that's all I got. That's all I got for this one. I mean, I really don't, I think we pretty much gave y'all a couple of scenarios, pretty much let y'all know, especially if you're one of the ones, that, like I say, if you're watching this and you are really one of the ones that are feeling it, that's feeling this way, and you're feeling like, okay, you're getting nervous, you're getting scared, and hopefully you haven't sold yet. Hopefully, before you sell any of your crypto, you see this video. Because I'm telling you, it's very, very important that you continue to hold and you continue your dollar cost average in, because the market will bounce back. Bitcoin will be $100,000, I guarantee you. If not by the end of this year, if not by the end of 2022, Bitcoin will be $100,000. It will be $100,000. You mark my word. Ethereum will be $10,000, and so on and so forth. So just keep that in mind, and it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. So, like I said, y'all, that's all I got for this one. You got anything else for the folks, man? Got that all you got for them? You know, and that's all the words of wisdom you got for this episode.
Yeah, that's it for this episode.
That's it for this episode. All right, y'all. If y'all got some value out of that video, don't forget to like the video up, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that post notification bell right beside that subscribe button. That way, y'all are updated and informed every time we post a video on this channel. And as always, y'all, we're out of here. We'll have much more content to come in the future. Like I say, y'all keep liking it up though. Make sure y'all support the boys. Make sure y'all help us spread these videos around the YouTube platform and get that and make that YouTube algorithm look good on us. But that's it. That's all I got. We'll see y'all in the next one. And always remember, one thing for certain, two things for sure. You're gonna make a return with the bros. Peace.
Welcome back to the Crypto channel. We got